Unless you live under a rock, you have noticed that the prices of pretty much everything have gone through the roof. And the bad news is, if you listen to the news, which I try to do very, very little, it appears that prices are going to continue to rise. Now, food costs can be one of our largest expenses behind housing costs. Therefore, I have for the last 3 years shopped at ALDI, and I want to share with you why today and my favorite categories of items that I always buy. What I have done is I went out today to get these items, find out the exact current cost of them, and I compared them to the online app pickup cost of our local other grocery store. Not the most expensive one, kind of a mid-ground. And if you are lucky to have an ALDI near you, definitely, if you haven't, please check it out. If you do not, hopefully they will come to you soon, or you have an equivalent grocery store. Now, they don't always have everything. They don't have my favorite oat milk, or specifically, there are a couple of items I don't buy from there, but for the majority and the basics that you need, this is the place to go. I'm gonna give you these comparisons. You're gonna see that they are 50 to 100% more expensive for the exact same items. So let's get started. If you are new here though, my name is Jennifer, and on this channel, I talk about saving money and leading a simple life, documenting paying our house off by the year of 2024. And with the current situation with prices going up, we have got to stretch our dollar further and get the most bang for our buck. So if you want to make sure that you follow along and I can give you tips and tricks on how we have done it, make sure you click on that subscribe button. The first category is produce. They have amazing produce most of the time. Like any grocery store, there can be things that go in and out of season in the area, and therefore they may have traveled a long way and may not be as great or fresh as others. So you just have to pick and choose. But for the most part, I can find always pretty good vegetables and fruits at ALDI. And for our family, we are mainly vegetarian, especially for dinners. For my health issues, I am about 95% plant-based. My husband and daughter still eat meat, but what you'll find is we definitely check out the produce aisle. Now, the one unfortunate thing about our ALDI, at least, and the ones in the area, are that most of the stuff is pre-packaged. It comes in plastic wrap, and you can't go and bring your own reusable bags. Hopefully that changes in the future. But for instance, we buy bell peppers. We love bell peppers. We do peppers and onions over rice. We will do tacos all the time. I use these in my chickpea salad and my chickpea crab cakes. But you'll see here, this is what my favorite, the assorted of the 3 bell peppers and then the green bell peppers. So just to tell you, these 3 green bell peppers at ALDI today, $1.79. I went online, and for the exact same amount of bell peppers, $3, $1.79 versus $3 at our local Harris Teeter. Next are apples, which I save a ton of money. My husband and my daughter are obsessed with apples. If you are new here, I do not like fruit that much because I don't like sweet things. I prefer chocolate if I'm going with sweets. I like bananas and strawberries, but my daughter and my husband love apples. So we either get Honeycrisp or Pink Lady apples. And a bag of apples at ALDI today, $3.69. At our local grocery store, the same bag of apples would be $6.99. Yeah, you heard me right. I love Brussels sprouts, and Brussels sprouts have not been all that pretty lately at ALDI. Again, it's all about the season, but I was able to snag a bag of Brussels sprouts today, and Brussels sprouts cost $2.59. Brussels sprouts on sale at our local grocery store are $3.99. These guys are expensive, but they're yummy, and I like you a lot. Here's a big one. Grapes. These grapes look awesome. They were the best looking kind of fruit. And for my daughter who loves fruit, I usually try to pick 1 or 2 fruit items a week that we have. She could go into a grocery store and say, I want everything. I want a watermelon, a pineapple, I want strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, grapes, oranges, tangerines, bananas, and we just wouldn't eat all that. So this week I got her red grapes. So these grapes were today $1.19 per pound. Yes. At our grocery store, red grapes are currently going for $3.99 per pound. The next area that I always check out are their baked goods, their breads. They also have awesome already made muffins, but their breads are what we really go for. So a loaf of white bread, again, typical, compared to the store brand. And that's one thing that I did do is I compared all of these Aldi products to the store brands, which are typically the least expensive. This bread was 65 cents. What a deal, seriously. Versus $1.99. That's crazy. Now, bagels. My husband loves bagels. I also get the cream cheese, which I'll show you from there. But they actually had this limited edition today. Harvest blend multi-grain bagels with cranberries and seeds. Usually I get him the blueberry or the, what does he like? The cinnamon raisin bagels. And again, this is the same as whatever that famous bagel, you know the ones that have the bagels. Anyway, $1.99. You want to know how much these are at the regular grocery store? $4.79. If you can find them on sale, they're usually $3.99. Are you tracking with me? How inexpensive. Now, I also bought a sourdough loaf. I love this pre-sliced sourdough loaf because it's so thin. I can never thin it or slice it this thin myself, and I'm certainly not, if you don't know me, I'm a frugal minimalist. I'm certainly not buying a bread slicer, but I'm going to be making chickpea salad this week, and I love it on some of this thin sourdough toasted bread. It is so delicious. Now, their cheese and deli items is amazing. They have some of the best stuff. Again, it's duplicating what you see in your regular grocery store. Now, I don't have comparables for some of this, but I wanted to share it with you because it's just good stuff that I still buy. We always buy our cheeses there. Again, the cheese, if it slips into my diet, no fun. But for my husband and my daughter, they love tacos, anything with cheese, Parmesan cheese on pasta. But you can get this huge bag. It's 3 cups for so inexpensive. And then also the deli meat. My daughter loves ham. I know. She calls it ham, but she loves ham. So you can buy these huge things of deli meat. Just, again, beware as you do at any store because it doesn't just happen at Aldi. Check expiration dates. Aldi actually is pretty good about it. Now, I also wanted to share with you guys this. This is cranberry almond chicken salad. Now, yes, it is wasteful to an extent, but not necessarily. So they come in these individual packs, which is exactly the amount you want to put on a sandwich. When I bought these first for my husband, it was great because he could sample it. And he sometimes is places where he can't, heat up food. So this is great because he doesn't have to put it on the bread before he leaves the house and it gets soggy. Now, yes, he could take it from a regular tub and put it into a reusable container. However, the big thing of chicken salad is just too much. It would go bad before he would be able to use it. So what I do is dig into the back, find the latest date of these, and these are perfect, and he loves this. He thinks this is delicious. Now, the same thing with this roasted red pepper hummus, and you can get these little individuals with guacamole, original hummus, all kinds of things. But he can just put it in his lunchbox with some chips, and he's got a snack on the go, quick and easy. And again, we don't have to buy the big thing that will go bad quicker than these smaller ones would. Now, we also love the dairy, the cream cheese, the yogurt aisle. Again, for my family, I shop mainly for them as well, but the cream cheese in particular. Okay, this is the cream cheese. It's literally packaged the same coloring as Philadelphia cream cheese. There's no difference in taste, my husband says, but it is 79 cents versus on sale $1.99 at our local grocery store. Now, with milk, I have a problem with milk. It just varies depending upon where you go. Anyway, this is, let's see, $2.56 right now at our local Aldi, and you never know, it fluctuates, but it's also at the other store $3.29. I can't find it anywhere other than Aldi for less than $3. Welcome. If you are new here, I have an issue with potato chips, meaning I can't stop eating them, but this is one category of item I typically do not buy at Aldi. I don't know why. I have a problem with their chips, with the exception of my daughter loves barbecue chips, baked barbecue chips. So I prefer the Lay's baked barbecue chips if we were going to eat them. I think these taste different, but she knows no difference. So guess what? Since I don't eat these anyway, she gets these. Obsessed with barbecue chips. Now, I mentioned this in a former video that I used to get all of their tortilla chips. I loved their tortilla chips. Something happened. I don't know what, but something. And one of you said that the Big Dippers were different. And actually, I picked them up today, and when I looked at them, they do look different. They look like they're cooked different. So I will try these out and see if they're good. Now, I also decided, I couldn't remember if I had tried their yellow corn organic yet. Yeah, I have a problem with tortilla chips and salsa as well. But I decided to try this. Again, it may bomb. It may bomb the way the rest of their chips have, but we will try it just in case. They're delicious. And to go with your tortilla chips, make sure you pick up some salsa. Now, I prefer their organic salsa. I do this Simply Nature hot salsa. I love hot salsa. And this one, so in comparison, it's also $1.35 for organic. Now I compared it to the non-organic at the store and it was $1.79. So you can get organic everything at Aldi. The amount of gluten-free stuff at Aldi, just go check it out. It's everywhere. Everywhere in pretty much every aisle there is a gluten-free category. Also check out their take and bake pizzas. They have a large array of different tastes for pizzas. The take and bake kind, the big ones that you can buy and make for the entire family for a lunch or for a dinner. Again, I don't eat it, but my husband and my daughter absolutely love them. They turn out great and they are full of toppings. A lot of times you can go to the stores and get those take and bake pizzas and it looks like they threw on a few and maybe the person making it got paid for putting on the least amount. You know, hey, if you only put down this many, we'll give you an extra bonus in your paycheck. No. At Aldi, they just dump the whole can of or jar of the vegetables on the pizzas. It is loaded with meats and pizzas and cheeses. Jeez, Jen, I can't talk today. It is loaded with meats and cheese and vegetables. Just check them out. Now, I also buy all of my pastas, my canned goods, my beans, etc. from Aldi. So we go and we buy a lot of garbanzo beans and chickpeas. I have a delicious recipe for what's called a bean ball gravy and mashed potatoes. It's completely vegan. So we go through a lot of kidney beans. So let me tell you the difference in these beans. I have all of this written down. The kidney beans, it's not a huge savings versus at our local Harris Teeter, beans are pretty much always on sale, the canned beans, and they're pretty good prices. So the kidney beans are 53 cents versus at the other store, 59 cents. And the chickpeas are 50 cents versus 59 cents. But you know what? These days, every little bit helps. So we buy all of our pasta at Aldi, unless we're at the regular grocery store and we see that it's on sale, which I believe it was a couple weeks ago. I did find it was the same price, but most of the time it's more expensive. For instance, this one's my daughter's favorite, the multicolored, she calls it like the colored pasta. It's got red, yellow, green, and it's 79 cents at Aldi, $1.99 at our local grocery store. So I picked up some more of this, and then also we do the big thing of angel hair pasta. We do a lot of pasta. Along with the pasta, we love their pasta sauce. So they've got this brand, and then they've got on the bottom shelf, usually it's a cheaper brand, but it doesn't matter. So it just depends on you. I like this one. This is tomato basil. Get what you like, but the pasta sauces are definitely inexpensive. Make sure you check out the baking items, the flour, the sugar, the cake mixes, the baking soda, the baking powder, everything that goes with it. That aisle is great. The cost is so inexpensive. For instance, spices. Spices can be ridiculous. I tell you, this is my favorite thing. Let me tell you about this garlic salt. First, garlic salt, this garlic salt at Aldi is 95 cents. At the regular grocery store, it's $2.29. Now, this is very interesting garlic salt. Let me see if I can focus it in. There you go. Basically, it is garlic salt with parsley, and it is delicious. I love putting this on pasta, so definitely get that if you can. We also love tacos in this house. We always pick up their yellow rice. We take this yellow rice, we put it in the tacos. We'll take it and we'll put those peppers and onions on top of it. And this week, I was feeling spicy and decided to get the crunchy taco shells versus the flour taco shells, which we still have some of, but we always pick this up there as well. Now, don't forget about your frozen aisle, your frozen potatoes. We always pick up frozen potatoes or hash browns at Aldi. You can also get tons of vegetables. Their ice cream is also really good. If you like the Ben & Jerry's cherry one, they have one that's pretty much the same thing. I don't know, it's like cherry Garcia, I think, and it's very similar to that. My husband says it tastes the same, but they always have some fun, unique, you know, ice cream novelty items and different things within the frozen aisle, you know, chicken nuggets, organic chicken nuggets. When I ate a lot of cheese, I loved their mozzarella sticks, but check out that aisle. My daughter loves their corn dogs too. Yeah, you usually get those from Aldi. Believe it or not, we are not done. I have to share my favorite chocolate. Their chocolate is the best, especially if you want to do some stocking stuffers or Easter baskets, whatever you're buying chocolate for. This entire chocolate bar, this entire thing, $1.39. What? You can't get, you know, the personal sized one at the store at the checkout line for less than $1. I also always pick up either their little applesauce containers, which is easy for my daughter, or these little apple and fruit squirter things. I call them squirter things, but they're the squish bags because they're not messy and we can take them on the go. Just to also to show you the pita crackers, just their crackers in general. We always get their saltine crackers and the pita crackers for my husband to dip in the guacamole or in the red hummus. Now, a few other items that we don't buy at Aldi. I don't buy Aldi green beans. Why? Well, every time I bought Aldi green beans, the strings were all in the cans. I don't know what it is, but I have a problem with that. And then we don't buy their meat. But everybody else that I've watched Aldi videos on loves their meat. They say that their meat is amazing prices. They pretty much always have it stocked. And you can just get some nice cuts of meat if you are a meat eater. Now, don't forget, the interesting thing about Aldi is they have these super Aldi saver aisles where they have anything from inflatable pools to kids' school activities, toys, you name it, bedroom slippers. It is amazing. I have rarely bought anything because, again, I try to be, unless it's something that I absolutely see that I would love. Like my daughter, they had a Moana doll, an actual Disney Moana doll, which she was so obsessed with. We bought that, and I believe it was $11.99 on sale, whereas if you'd gone on Amazon, it would have been $20. So make sure you check out that aisle, just peruse through really quickly. Sometimes also they have name brand food products, meaning Aldi typically has their own branded products, but they also will carry, for whatever reason, some off-brand. So sometimes they have, you know, Bush's baked beans, or they'll have Doritos, or something that's actually a typical brand you would find in the store, and it could be less than if you went to a regular grocery store. So that is it for this video. Before you leave though, tell me, what do you like to buy at Aldi? Put it down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to stay tuned for more videos, make sure you click subscribe. I would love to have you back.